In today's video, I'm going to be showing you how to replace the transmission cooler lines on a 2011 Buick Lucerne. And this just has the GM 4T65-E transmission that was used in a lot of GM front-wheel drive vehicles from the late 90s all the way up to 2010, 2011. If you've never done this before, it's a pretty easy job. I'll show you how you can very easily do it on this vehicle here today. So all we need to do here is we're going to go to the radiator side. So here's one of the lines. There's another one down there. So you have two lines going into your radiator. Then you have also two lines going into your transmission. To get these removed, all you need to do is just pull that black cap back. Like that. Then it'll expose that little ring. Then what I use is just a couple picks. And you're going to go in there and you're going to gently pry that ring out. And take your other pick to get the ring completely removed. Alright, so once you lift it up with this one, you can see I have my other pick around there. Then you're going to gently remove that. And very important, don't lose this little ring because we need to reuse it. And that's what that's going to look like. So then once you remove the ring, then we should just be able to pull the line straight out. And you also have to remove one 10 mil bolt in the middle there on their lines. And there should be some on the radiator side as well. I'm not sure if all the years have them or not. This one did, and I'll give you a picture of it down there. Just quickly remove those two 10 mil bolts. Then we should be able to slide this straight out of the radiator. Just like that. Then do the same thing on the bottom one. The bottom one's a little bit harder to record because it's a little bit tighter spot, but it is the same process as the top. Once you get both of them removed on the radiator side, then we'll go under the vehicle and we'll remove them off the transmission. Then after you get that removed, you should be able to just pull this cooler line straight out of the transmission. Then do the same thing over here. Then pull this one out as well. And just make sure you have a drain pan or something under here to collect some of this because it is going to leak a little bit of transmission fluid. Then after you get the lines disconnected from both the transmission and the radiator, and just verify you don't have any more bolts in the middle holding anything down to the subframe, we should be able to pull these lines out of here. Next, just do a quick compare with your new ones and just make sure they look correct. And then we're going to transfer both of those brackets over to our new lines if you don't have them. Sometimes they do come with them. So that one there should be this line. And then this one should be that other line. And they look like they line up correctly. And it looks like that piece is going to get connected there. And likewise, that one would be there. So that's how that one's going to go. Then we'll do the same thing on this here. And you can always adjust these if you put these in the wrong spot there when you get it up in the vehicle. But once everything looks good, then we'll go ahead and install them back on the vehicle. After you get your lines positioned where you want them, then we're going to take our rings and install them on the connections. Now, if these are leaking up here, you can also replace these here, and it comes with new O-rings typically inside of them, but ours were fine, so we're going to reuse them. So we're just going to put this old ring back in there. Then once you set that in place, it'll allow that line just to snap in place. Alright, so then just verify that it's fully seated in there. And we'll go ahead and we'll push our line through, and it should fit in there snugly, and you should hear it snap in place. Then just verify it's in there snug and it won't pull out. Then after it looks good, then simply slide on your cap like that. Then do the same thing on the bottom. Alright, so I got that one snapped in as well. And this one is a little bit harder because it's in a tight spot there. If you're struggling on getting that one snapped in place, you can always loosen up that radiator hose right above it, and that'll give you a lot more room. But once you verify that it looks good in there, then we'll snap this line in place. Alright, so then the last thing down here, just reconnect both of these little 10 mil brackets that are going to go on the front of the radiator there. And we also have one here in the middle. Next, we're going to connect the cooler lines on the bottom of the transmission. Just make sure you first put your locking ring in there. And just make sure you hear both of them click in place. Then take your cooler lines and also make sure you hear those snap in place as well. And once it's in there, you shouldn't be able to pull it straight out. Do the same thing on this other one. And finally, take these two little black caps, and then you're done with the transmission cooler lines. Alright, well hopefully this video helped you out if you're struggling on what you had to do to replace these transmission cooler lines. If it did, please give me the thumbs up. If you're interested in more content like this, please hit that subscribe. But again, I hope this helped you out. Thanks for watching.